Hello, and welcome to Life Lessons with Sheila. I'm so honored that you stopped by today. If you're new here and you like what you see and hear, then I would be so touched if you would hit that thumbs up. And if you really enjoy the content that you experience, it would be great if you would go ahead and hit subscribe. While you're at it, click that little notification bell so you can be notified anytime I post a video, go live, share a short, or post on my community wall to encourage and inspire you in your day-to-day life. Let's hop into today's video, shall we? Motivational Mindset Monday, another trip around the sun, and rules of engagement. That's right, I took my 50th trip around the sun as I celebrated yet another birthday this past Friday. I did not make a big spectacle of it because that is not my nature. I always hated the attention of people singing to me when we would go out to eat or have big parties. I don't like attention all on me. I don't know why, it just isn't in my nature. Even at Christmas time, I don't like to be watched when I open gifts, and that can come across as I'm not interested in it, which I hate. I love receiving gifts. I love knowing people went out of their way and put effort into finding me that perfect gift. I need to allow myself to become a better receiver. My day started with one of the twins gifting me 2 books. One is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, which is a new author to me. I love discovering new authors. The other is 3,000 Questions About Me, which I'm going to use as content here on this channel. It's a book of 3,000 thought-provoking questions about me. I figured it may be a good way to get to know me a bit better and perhaps open a line of authentic communication between me and my subscribers. My daughter made me 2 custom shirts, one a sweatshirt and one other that has a big heart and the name Gaga written on it, as that is what my granddaughter likes to call me. The other twin made sure I was fed well. Acts of service mean a lot to me, and he is good at it. I had pancakes and bacon for breakfast, and cheesecake and onion rings for supper, which were all my request. He also baked a yummy birthday cake, and my night ended with a surprise bouquet of red roses from the same twin who gave me the books. Did I post any of that on social media? Did I capture any of it on video or in pictures? No, I opted not to. I never want anyone to feel bad because they don't have thoughtful ones who love them enough to show their affection and appreciation as my family does. That is going to open us up to today's video, knowing the boundaries when posting on social media, the rules of engagement. Personally, I know how vicious people can be on social media. I see it every day. I share what I choose to share and accept whatever consequences come from that. From time to time, I have rethought a post or a short, or even a live stream where my best self wasn't represented, so I took them down. I don't believe in showing everything online, as I don't have anything to prove to anyone. Sometimes on my community post, I share stock photos because showing my version of that would give my location away or expose one of my children, which I refuse to do. By expose, I don't mean it in a negative way. Expose is simply defined as making something visible by uncovering it. If my kids choose not to be shown on my YouTube channel, then I don't show them. I respect their boundaries. As I think that they are amazing and also beautiful and handsome, they don't want their images picked apart by a bunch of vultures. I respect that. The few videos I have on my channel with my kids in them was from years ago, and they didn't mind then. That was also before I had a bunch of weirdos on my channel who just put a bad taste in their mouth for even being seen on social media. Again, I respect that, and I respect them. I am of the camp, you don't have to prove anything to anyone, and you don't. As a social media influencer, you owe nobody nothing. The hard part is, of course, when you share your life so openly, you get offended when someone asks about a certain someone in your previous videos, or a situation that was brought up. It's never the what, but always the how. Remember that. It isn't what you share online, but how you share it. It isn't what you're reacting to, but how you are reacting to it. The how far outweighs the what, the who, and the where. The how and the why are the most critical in opting at choosing what you share because those are the 2 that you can choose for yourself. They are the 2 that reflect your character. Some are the caveat that you can always delete later if it doesn't work out. But can you? See, once you post something, it's there, and you must remember that once something is live, anyone can see it. Even if you deleted it within seconds. Excuse me. Someone had the chance to see it, screenshot it, share it even. Make sure you know why you are posting it and how it's going to affect you or your target audience before you post it. These are the rules of engagement online that I personally like to use before posting anything. 1. Will this make me look foolish? In other words, will it come back to bite me in the arse later? Number 2, does this represent myself in the light I want to be represented? I shared a bit of this when I was talking about my book review this past week on Rich as by Amanda Frances. How you represent yourself is your responsibility, yours. It is the one chance you get to share who you are in a fashion that represents you. No one else's opinion matters here. It's your way of representing yourself in the way you desire to be respected and viewed by others. Number 3, does this represent all of my beliefs? This is something I'm working on because I never want anyone confused with my belief system. As many of you know, I'm a believer in Christ, and I'm learning that not everything about Him is taught in church. You cannot have a relationship with Christ by only going to church to hear someone talk about Him. It is a living relationship. In that living is learning what is right and what is truth, and what truths are man-made. I personally believe that Jesus taught His disciples how to manifest an amazing life by simply following a few rules. Love your neighbor as yourself. Ask, seek, and you will find. Do not kill or destroy anyone. And destroying someone even mentally is just as bad as murder in my book. You might as well be casting stones at someone. Number 4, never post anything about anyone that is not factual or even your business to post. And number 5, always seek family's permission before the camera goes on them. Don't assume because one time is okay that another time will be okay too. It's easy to get lost in the moment of things, in the heat of the moment. I think that's where a lot of people get in trouble the most, is in the heat of the moment, whether it's defending yourself because someone speaks negatively of you, or defending a choice that you personally made for yourself that someone else doesn't agree with. Who cares who doesn't agree with you? It's your choice. Sometimes we seek out other people's approval before we seek out our own truth. And that is something that I have worked hard towards, is seeking out my own truth before I worry about anyone's approval. Because if I know my truth and I express my truth online, then I'm okay. All is right with the world. But if I share something that is not genuinely me, from my own voice, from my own mind, from my own heart, then I'm not being my authentic self. And that is something that I firmly believe the rules of engagement need to include, is to always be your authentic self. You don't have to be in a perfect mood every day. You don't have to be in a great mood. You don't have to be accepting of everyone's mood. You don't even have to accept other people into your lives if you don't want to. That's where I draw the line. I'm not someone's friend because someone else is someone's friend. My friend is their friend. That's not how it works. If I'm a friend of yours, it's because of who you are and what I believe in you and how you bring out the best in me. That's how I'm choosing my friends from this point forward. If you're not bringing the best out in me, then I don't need you around me. And that may sound harsh and cruel, but if I can't be my best version in front of you, then I don't need to be my best version anywhere else. Period. I have to be my best version all the time because I have people who are looking at me, who are waiting for me to respond just to see how I respond. And I see that now, and I wish that years ago I would have known and realized that someone was just getting under my skin to see what kind of reaction they got. I've grown a lot since then. In the last couple years, I've grown a ton. I had to grow up when my husband passed away. I didn't have him to back me up. Go be your authentic self online. Stop posting things that are hateful and mean to each other and just to get under someone's skin, because it makes you look like the fool. I look at who posts what, and that's how I judge them, is who posted that and what was their intention. How? Remember, it's not I lost my train of thought. It's not what, but how. How did you respond to someone? How did you react to them? That far outweighs the what, the who, and the where. The how and the why are the most critical in opting at choosing what you share online, because those are the two that you can choose for yourself. That is your control mechanisms, is the how and the why. And when someone posts something, that's all I want to know is how and why. It goes far beyond the who, the where, and the what. I don't care what someone else did. I care how you respond to them and how you react to them. Your reactions say more about you than the other person who's trying to stir up trouble. Remember that. And that's all I got to say today for this Motivational Mindset Monday, as I took another trip around the sun and learned rules of engagement on social media. I hope that some of that made sense to you, that you could use some of it. And with that, I bid you guys up on farewell. I'll see you tomorrow for our first True Crime Tuesday.